My name is Amanda, and this is my bullying story. I'm posting this now because lately I've been experiencing some things that have reminded me of my past, and I really want to help you guys. I've been getting a lot of messages of people asking me to give them shout-outs and covers because they're getting bullied in school. And the thing is, you guys, a song isn't going to fix the way someone is treating you. I feel like I can do more than that, so I'm making this video for you guys. I talked to my mom late last year, and she told me that she thought I should make a video like this, and I thought she was absolutely insane. I didn't want anyone to know what happened to me, and I had no interest in sharing my story because it was embarrassing, and I never want to relive it ever again. I finally have the courage now to tell you guys what happened. In my freshman year of high school, I was beaten down by 3 girls in the morning before school started. And it was the worst day of my life. And I remember where it was, I remember who was there, I remember everything vividly. And so they pulled me down and they beat me down. And it sucked really bad. I was literally getting beaten down and everyone just stood there and stared at me. There were a few girls though. They helped me. They tried to stop them. They shouted stop. One girl though, especially her, she threw herself on top of me and she tried to cover me. And I am forever grateful to her, and she knows who she is. She's amazing, and I never got a chance to say thank you to you, so thank you, and you know who you are. And the reason why that happened, I honestly cannot tell you the honest reason why it happened, because I don't even know myself. I've gotten reasons from they needed a reason to get expelled to there was a miscommunication. They said that you called her this, and I didn't, so I don't know. I haven't seen those girls since that day they got expelled, but the thing was that they decided to record it and put it on YouTube. And I don't know why someone would want to do that, but they did. And I found that video that night, and it broke my heart to a million pieces, okay? It hurt a lot to see what people were posting about me, to watch myself get beat up over and over and over. And I don't know why, but I watched that video a million times because I just couldn't comprehend what was going on. Why was I getting punished? And I didn't know what was going on. I think that people are just really cruel and they get really bored, especially because in those comments, people that I've never spoken to at school before got involved, and they just said she's worthless, and the reason why she got this done to her is because the girls just needed a way to vent their anger, and she just was there. And I'm just like, are you kidding me? Really? Is that the best you can do? Venting your anger? It just doesn't make sense to me, and it's cruel, and I don't think that anyone should ever have to go through that. That carried on for a while. We got the court involved though, and they took down the video off of YouTube, so you can't find it if you're looking for it, which you shouldn't be because that's terrible. But we got the court involved, the police involved, they got expelled, and a lot of other things. It was really bad because the people that I thought were my friends weren't. In that video, I just saw them standing there and just staring at me while I got beaten. I've never felt so much hate before in my entire life. If you would have asked me after that day how I felt about those 3 girls, I would have told you that I hated them and I wanted them dead. But the thing is, I think that's what messes everybody up, you know? I feel like everyone gets blinded by all the hate and the negativity, and it just starts to overshadow all the good things, and you forget that there's people out there that love you, and people out there that care about you, and you start to just want to do all these terrible things. If you ask me today what I think of those 3 girls now, I would tell you that I'm somewhat grateful to them. I guess if that never happened to me, I wouldn't feel so unstoppable, because I got through the worst, and I'm here, and there's a light at the end of that really dark tunnel, and I know it sucks a lot, but you have to go get help. You have to ask someone, why did this happen to me? Because you won't get over it unless you accept that it happened. And don't retaliate. Just don't. It doesn't make you a better person, and it won't solve anything. I know how hard it is. I know that it hurts, and I know what it feels like to feel completely worthless and terrible about yourself. I know what it feels like to not want to be there. And I just want you guys to know that there's a light at the end of that really dark tunnel, and it's going to take a while, but you have to fight for it. And how I dealt with it was I surrounded myself around people I loved. I flipped my entire life upside down. Everyone that was there when I was beaten up and they didn't do anything, I completely cut them out of my life. I spoke to them as little as I could because we did go to the same school. So there were times when we would bump into each other, but I tried my best to just, I was gone, and I pretty much started over. I started hanging out with a different crowd of people, and I realized that I was trying to be someone that I wasn't for the longest time. In middle school, I used to be called whitewashed all the time by every person, you know? And I never understood it. I guess it was just a girl that's Asian, but she acts like she's white. And I guess it would make sense because my stepdad is white, and I was raised like that. It's just, I don't think nobody really knew how bad it hurt. I didn't like being judged. I was in middle school, and all throughout it, they just thought it was funny, and it wasn't. But the thing is, my stepdad was awesome, and I was so ashamed of my family, and I wouldn't let anyone come over, and I don't know why. I guess I let everyone make me believe that I wasn't good enough. I wasn't the type of person that someone could be friends with if they knew about who I really was. And if I could go back, I'd tell her that you are so special, you can do this, you are different, and that's okay because that's what makes you you. And I just want you guys to know that I know how it feels. And when you hit the bottom, there's nowhere to go but up, and that is extremely true, because ever since that day, I feel like I can do anything and nothing can stop me because I've already gotten through the worst. So everything that comes my way is just a little flick, and it doesn't faze me because I got through it, and I had help from people that I loved and trust, and I know that you guys can get through it too, and I know it's really scary. I know it's really hard, but I know that you guys can do it, because if I can do it, you can definitely do it. I want to help people, and I think that me sharing the story might help you, and if it does, I'm glad. If it doesn't, don't lose any hope, okay? Because everything's going to work out.